I am going to the Central Valley and most specifically Turlock as I'm there to watch another USL League 2 Norcal division match between Academica SC versus Almaden FC. Now, on paper, this should be a very one-sided affair because Almaden FC, the visitor, are currently the league leaders in the USL League 2 Norcal division, and they're already punched their ticket to make it to the playoffs, whereas the host Academica SC, well, it's been an absolute disastrous campaign this year. They're sitting at the bottom of the standings, but something tells me that this still should be a competitive game, and it still should be a close game because most of the USL League 2 game that went this season has been relatively close and it's been mostly low scoring. But the other big factor coming into this game is obviously going to be the heat, because it is expected that the kickoff of this game, even though it's going to be 8 p.m. and it's just a little bit before sunset, it is still going to be over 100 degrees, and I'm kind of surprised they decided not to call this game off, despite the fact that, you know, the Central Valley for the past week, it has been issuing an extreme heat warning, and you would think that this game should be called when the temperature is this high up, even at kickoff, but nope, apparently they decided to play this game either way. So yeah, we're gonna see how this game is going to turn out in this extreme heat weather. Let's go soccer. So we have just arrived here at Academica soccer field, and as you can see, both teams are actually doing their pregame warm-up right there. I believe these are the Almaden player doing their pregame warm-up, and over there on the far side are the Academica SC player doing their pregame warm-up. It's also kind of crazy to see how both of these teams are doing their pregame warm-up right in this 105 degrees heat, but it's not as crazy as the one big design flaw of this venue, where for whatever reason they decided to have the spectator face right into the 100-degree heat sun. So yeah, this is kind of brutal, the fact that they're basically making the spectators have to endure this heat. And I know there's obviously a little shelter there, but that doesn't really help when the sun is basically right in their face. And now it looks like both teams is heading to the center circle, and in just a bit we're going to get ready for the start of this match between Academica SC and Almaden FC. And the referee gets this match underway. Almaden FC will be going with their road white and green kit, going from left to right, while Academica SC is going all black tonight, going from right to left as we are underway on this very hot Saturday night here in Turlock and here at Academica soccer field. Now, Almaden go on the attacking end, looking for some space to shoot here, and he does shoot that one, and it just goes over the bar there. Well, here comes Academica again. Again, they definitely don't look like a team that is a bottom feeder. And, well, that is going to go right to the keeper. I think he was trying to do a little slide tackle shot there, and obviously that's not going to generate a lot of power. It's going to be a throw-in here, or actually, no, it's going to be a hydration break here. Thought for a second maybe they were going to say it's a throw-in for Almaden SC, but the referee has called for the hydration break, and again, it's expected because the temperature pretty much have reached triple digit today here in Turlock, and it was pretty much triple digit as we kicked off. But as we're going to have this hydration break, this gives me a time to give you guys a little bit information of what has happened in this game. And also, by the way, remember how I mentioned how Almaden FC is pretty much clinched their spot into the playoffs? Well, that technically isn't true, because I forgot that Almaden FC does play a game over everybody in the USL League 2 Norcal division, and with the way that both Project 510 and SF Glens, the two teams behind Almaden FC, was able to get a win and close the gap within 5 points with 2 games to go, that means Almaden FC technically have not secured their playoff spot in the USL League 2, but they can definitely secure their spot if they can get a win in this game against Almaden SC, and also a draw will be putting themselves in a very good position, but probably not enough in terms of them mathematically clinch the playoffs. But at least in the early bit, yeah, it's been a very slow game in this one, and that's kind of expected because it's been a very hot day here in Turlock. I expect the pace was going to be very slow, and that of course turns out to be. But now that the sun has gone down and it is starting to get cooler here, we'll see whether or not if the action will pick up, and we're going to see whether or not if there's going to be more chances and maybe even a goal that could be scored by the end of tonight. A couple of times when I mentioned it last time, and actually hold that thought, as here comes Academica SC. It's a curling shot and it's easy catch practice here for the goalkeeper. But Academica won't mind. Again, they're kind of acting like a little bit of a spoiler role here because, as I said, Almade FC technically have not secured their playoff spot. And that's going to go into the protective netting there that they have here on the stadium. It's a long-range effort, and the goalkeeper this time had to make a save. And, well, that's definitely troubled the keeper a little bit, but it was an ambitious effort, and at least it was on target. And you wonder maybe the heat could be a factor. As now, again, the goalkeeper had to do a fingertip to push that one behind, as that one actually was even a better effort, and the goalkeeper kind of in full stretch had to tip that one behind for a corner. They've been on the front foot. They controlled this game and really take the league leader to sword. And here they come again, another opportunity, and the flag is up for offside. So even if that went in, it wouldn't have counted. But again, another good half chance created by Academica. Very close to the halftime whistle. And right now, if you're Academica, pretty sure they don't want halftime. Continue to pile on the pressure and hope that they get the opening goal of this game. Another one delivered in. It's a decent one. It's flicked toward the front post. It's headed away, and that is going to be a foul here, and that's going to put to the end of that attack. So 3 minutes of stoppage time here as the ball is whipped in. It's a decent one, and it's loose in the 18-yard box, and it's in the back of the net, and Academica has taken a 1-0 lead. Well, how many times we have said before that when you don't clear the lines and when that ball is stuck in the 12 yards area, or in this case the 6-yard box that is, you're basically invite someone to slot it home, and that time that Academica player was able to do so, and in some way they deserve this lead because they've been piling the pressure. And with about a couple of minutes left, or just a minute into stoppage time, Academica leads 1-0 over the league leaders, Almaden FC. Corner delivery in again. It's a decent one, and it's right to the goalkeeper, and that is the halftime whistle. Well, definitely a bit of an upset alert here at Academica Soccer Field, as the team that is at the bottom of the standings lead 1-0 against the league leaders, that is Almaden FC. So it's halftime here at Academica Soccer Field, and it's the host with a 1-0 lead over Almaden FC, and they definitely deserve this lead too, as they have definitely been the better side. In fact, Academica, ever since that hydration break has happened, they really started to control the game and really put a lot of pressure, and you just kind of had a sense that with the way that they put so much pressure, and not to mention they had so many corner in the last 15 minutes, that one of those was going to end up into the back of the net, and eventually one of them did end up into the back of the net. Though you kind of have to question Almaden FC, and again, just how many times have I said when you decided to leave the ball in the 6-yard box and not clear your lines, you are basically asking for one of the attacking team to slots at home, and that's exactly what happened. And we'll see how they're going to regroup here in the second half. I mean, I'm pretty sure this manager is not going to be very happy of how his team has played. And, you know, I don't know if it's maybe the heat might be a factor of why they seems to be off in this game. They definitely don't play like they're as the league leaders in the USL League 2 Norcal division. So yeah, we'll see whether or not if they can make some adjustment here in the second half. And again, just a reminder, loss in this game means that they still does not clinch their spot into the playoffs. They need to win this game if they want to mathematically clinch their spot into the USL League 2 playoffs. And now it looks like both teams is back on the pitch. And in just a bit, we're going to get ready for the start of the second half between Almaden FC and Academica SC. And the referee gets the second half underway. Well, this game has definitely not gone according to script, with Academica being the bottom feeder with a 1-0 lead and look by far the better team. Can they potentially maybe continue that heading into the second half and get a second goal? Well, Almaden FC, the league leader, who has definitely played below their standards, can they potentially rally here in the second half and maybe come from behind to get a win? Long lofting ball here. It's headed away, but only as far as that Almaden player, and well, that was just not even close, and that just kind of sums up the night so far for Almaden FC. 1-0 lead as they got the lead right on the stroke of halftime. And there's a chance for a second one as here comes Academica. And it's right to the keeper. And, well, that is definitely a big missed opportunity as that player looked like he was in on goal. He did kind of ran into a couple of defender, and maybe that was enough to put him off. As here comes Academica again on the attacking end. Numbers arriving into the box as he's trying to set this up for his teammate, and well, he lashed that one wide there. He didn't miss by much, but that's definitely one that he would wish that he could have done better. Started to look a little better here on the attack. He's going to go long range, and that is going to be right to the keeper. There could be some deflection that could cause problem. Meanwhile, here comes Almaden, and that is right to the keeper as well. That was a good lightning counterattack there from the visitor. Didn't really have the end result that they wanted, but like I said, at least they started to generate chances. Oh, and well, that is going to be over the bar here as that's going to be a goal kick. And we are going to get the second hydration break here in the 71st minute. And that, once again, will give me a chance to give you guys a little information of what we see here in the second half. Well, the second half has been very similar to the first. I think Academica has still been the better team. They definitely have created more of the dangerous chances. And for Almaden, well, they got to wake up because, yeah, if they do lose this game, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but there could be a situation where we could see absolute chaos in the USL League 2 Norcal division, where if they lose this game and knowing that they only have one game left in the season, and if those two teams behind them, that is Project 510 and SF Clans, can win those games, then there could be a situation where we could head into the final day of the season where there's going to be 3 teams that's fighting for 2 spots, and including the top spot in the UPSL Norcal division. But certainly Almaden would definitely don't want to see that happen. They're definitely trying to hope to maybe get things organized in this hydration break. There's no doubt that I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe bring some attacking sub here in the last 20 minutes because, again, they just have not been at it in this game. But all credit, though, has to go to Academica. They have played really well in this game and have really played a good spoiler role. But it's going to be interesting to see whether or not if they can hold on and maybe even get a second goal in this game to kill this game off. A free kick here for Almaden. Ball deliver in toward the back post, and it's in the back of the net, and Almaden has tied the game up. While the away fans there, they celebrate, and, well, in a game where Almaden has been pretty quiet and have definitely not been at their best, they found a way here to get the equalizer, and this is where, for Academica, the inability to get that second goal has come back to haunt them. But 10 minutes left in this game. It is all level here at Academica Soccer Field. They play so well in this game, but how many times we have said that when you don't get the second goal, it can come back to haunt you, as there was no foul that was being called. Long range effort, and it's in the back of the net, and that is an absolute golazo that player just scored. Well, the fans go absolutely nuts there, and rightfully so. That is going to go down as one of the greatest, one of the best goals I've seen in the Sporthop series. The Almaden player, they're still complaining because they feel like there was a foul there. But Academica has retaken the lead. And there's still plenty of time here. Ooh, referee, that's going to be a foul, and that's a red card. The referee has reached to his back pocket, and Academica will be down to 10 men here for the last couple of minutes. Well, we knew this was going to happen because there's been a lot of yellow card that's being shown. I think that was actually a second yellow card that is being shown here. Academica just scrambling, defending here. Ball whips in, it's headed away. And that is the full-time whistle. Full-time here at Academica Soccer Field. It is an upset here in Turlock as the league leaders fall tonight and suffer their second loss of the season. And Academica SC not only getting the win, but that might have just completely blown this game wide open as the firework has shot off on the field. I'm not sure if that was anticipated, but what a big win that is. Another firework being shoot off here. I didn't expect that there was going to be a fireworks show after this game. I mean, why not? I mean, it's 2 days after 4th of July, but what a big win this is for Academica SC. And like I said, this has completely thrown the playoff race wide open in the USL Norcal division. As another firework is being shot off here. Waiting for the last one here to be shoot off. I think that guy's just kind of making sure that it would be shot off here. And there it is. There's the last one. The Academica player for the final time at home come to their fans and basically clap to the fans. And why not? They would definitely enjoy this one. And I know, even though they pretty much have nothing to play for the rest of the season, but they have definitely played a big spoiler role in terms of this playoff race here in this USL League 2 Norcal division. So just finished here at Academica Soccer Field, as in the end, it's Academica SC pulling the upset and take down the league leaders, Almaden FC, with a 2-1 scoreline. And like I said, this has completely changed the playoff race in the USL League 2 Norcal division, and there could potentially be absolute chaos that we could see on the final day, because as I said before, if SF Glens and Project 510 can get their win in the middle of the week, then we could actually head to the final week of the season of the USL League 2 Norcal division with all 3 teams only separated by 2 points, and there could be 3 teams that's fighting for 2 playoff position. But certainly for Almaden, they definitely don't want that to happen. They're definitely hoping that one of those teams does lose in the middle of the week so that they can, of course, move on into the playoffs. And really, in this game, I think they definitely deserve to lose this one. Academica was by far the better team in this one, and even though they kind of took a bit of a sucker punch after Almaden kind of scored a goal and scored the equalizer against the run of play, they score an absolute golazo there that is definitely going to go down as one of the best goals I've ever seen in the Sporthop series, and kind of conclude just a firework night that we saw in this one. And so much so that there was actually firework that shot off at the end of this game. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time with another Sporthop series episode.